What's up, young scholars? This the Dad Cypher.
What's up, all my players and pimps? The extra large professor about to put y'all young scholars onto game. From black exploitation films to hip hop, brown and black males embrace the pimp game as a symbol of money and power. See, in this world, women are the disposable property to get their men that money. But what happens to a pimp or player when he has a daughter? Will he become overbearing, hymen checks and all? Or will he remain true to the game? See, pimping is as old as the oldest profession. In fact, in ancient Greek plays, the foreign raffiani, or pimp, dressed in flamboyant outfits, manipulating ladies to barter their bodies for profit. Certainly a father would not use his daughter for the come-up. Well, think again, young player. See, because kings and aristocrats from all different kind of cultures collected diaries and other material wealth in exchange for their daughter's virginity. In this episode of Dad Cypher, we will discuss the player's curse and why men fear and hate the song WAP for its sexual liberation and the empowerment that it gives the ladies.
I think it's a fear, if anything, of having lack of control. I think that's what it is. I really do, because I don't think that should be a concern whatsoever. You should want any child of yours to grow up and feel strong and encouraged and proud and supported. So I don't think it's a problem with that. I think it's when you start to lose control of one aspect of your child's life, especially something big like that, it's they're about to leave, and it's more of a control thing. I really don't think it's a matter of fear of something like that.
And then I think it is a certain amount of fear that comes with losing the control, especially I think with a lot of dads when it comes to their daughter, because in their mind it's always going to be daddy's little girl. Like what is being said in the media is that men should control their daughter's sexuality. I remember Chris Rock was saying, don't let your daughter get on the pole, or even when I was growing up, it was like that push for make sure your girl close her legs. Don't wear short dresses. Don't wear short shorts. Don't make her fast. That was the big thing. Like, don't make her fast.
I think to a certain degree, and this will tie into the WAP thing, it's teaching women to fear their own sexuality. And I think it's an issue that needs to be addressed, because it's teaching young girls to not be comfortable with themselves. And then to a certain degree, I feel like it also has to do with just the entire patriarchal system of feeling like women are property. I mean, clearly we've gotten past that literal point, but to a certain degree, even in certain weddings, they say man and wife, not husband and wife. And I think that needs to be addressed sometime. But, or, even the father giving away the bride, like, you can have her now, like, property, the way I kind of see it. Like, that kind of felt weird to me, because the husband walks down the aisle by himself. He's a man, he can do that. So yeah. I think the issue with that entire system. So I think it's weird that we promote the idea of waiting till marriage and all this other stuff. And I think that's more messed up than a girl completely owning her body and saying, I want to do this, so I'm going to do this. And we fear that instead of the property thing, which I feel like is totally misconstrued. And I think that's an issue that needs to be addressed. And with the WAP thing, they're just completely on the other side of the spectrum, and people are uncomfortable.
Right. I mean, especially with WAP, it's like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion is saying basically how they want to be pleasured as a woman. They and typically, I was amazed, like when we started talking about the ideas of different types of sex, that male rappers will say with a female that makes her look submissive, is in those songs they kind of take that image and turn it on its head and say that, hey, I have I have the power to make this person weak. Even they even have in the lyrics, weak, pull out game. It was like, I have a certain power, whereas before, in particular, male rappers, kind of got power from saying, I have the power to make a woman sexually submissive. And they turn that totally around and saying, like, no, you are being the one that's being submissive, and that sort of thing. And I think that's the scary part for a lot of men.
Yeah, it's scary, but it's also, that's when you say a lot, that's not all. Some men really like a powerful woman. So I think it's great for them. They get to see what they like. And it's also great for girls to be like, yeah, I don't have to listen to what he says all the time. Sometimes I can get what I want. And that's cool. And I have the right to do that because we're on the same level,
Right.
And it's also, I mean, obviously the song's exaggerated. And it's kind of like a boosted level of superiority in a way. And I think that that's also good because I don't think, like I said, I don't think anyone's taking those lyrics to heart. But if it does boost your confidence in any sort of way, I think that's great.
Right. And I think the images in the video, certainly they're playing with taboo images, because when you see Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion covered by snakes and that sort of thing, it just goes back to like the biblical context of Eve and leading to the fall of man, and how they're reversing that sort of idea. I like that in the video. Another thing that I like about it is the fact that they show women unity too. When you saw not only Megan and Cardi B, but you saw like Mulatto, and you saw Normandy from Fifth One. Did I pronounce it wrong?
Normani, you said Normani.
Oh, okay. Well, from Fifth Harmony.
Hey, what's up, young scholars? This episode was inspired by Dr. Sherelle MacArthur from the University of Georgia College of Education. Check out her research on hip hop and girlhood.